John Eats Cheap with a really cheap one today. Kind of using lots of leftovers. We had this box of I've never even heard of this pasta before. It's really weird. It's I thought it was like large elbow macaroni, but it's like extra curly or something. Celentani, never heard of it. I bought it by accident. Well, so we got some of that left over. I got a little over a pound of ground beef left over. I did some smoked beef over the weekend and have some au jus left over, as well as some tomato sauce. I opened a can of tomato sauce and only used about half of it. This is actually a pizza sauce, I guess. So I have that left over, and I got a can of diced tomatoes out of the pantry. We're gonna make, I don't know, this is kind of like a goulash or a pasta, just a ground beef pasta dish. We'll add some seasonings and see what happens. I hope it turns out good, but it's using a lot of stuff that we just have laying around. We'll start out by browning the ground beef. This was about 20 ounces, so it's about 1.25 pounds that we had left over. Just gonna brown that up. Using the wrong knife for this, but I'm just gonna dice up a little bit of onion. More chopped than diced. All right, I drained almost all the fat off of that. So now we're ready to go in with our stuff. Got 1.5 cups of the pasta. Just, maybe 1/4 of a just chopped onion. Go in with our au jus left over from some French dip sandwiches we did a couple of days ago. That's still frozen because I had it in the freezer. There we go.
You don't need that then.
Leftover pizza sauce we're going in. And then we'll get our water. Water is really tough to tell because of this liquid. I'm going with 1 cup of water because the au jus is water. So I'm going to put that in like that. And we'll start out there. We'll get this up to a simmer and let the au jus melt and see where we're at liquid-wise. Then we'll season it up. Almost forgot the diced tomatoes. A can with the juice. This is going to be really tomatoey. I'm fine with that. Let's let that get up to a simmer and melt that frozen au jus. So we're up to simmer. Our au jus frozen has dissolved. So now we're going to need some salt. A lot of tomato, a lot of pasta, gonna need a lot of salt. Of course, you can salt to taste after when you're gonna eat it too. Go with some black pepper, some garlic powder. I'm gonna double up on that. And then some Italian seasoning. Give it some flavor and a little bit of green in there. Now we're gonna cover this and let that simmer. Till that pasta is done, we'll stir it occasionally. So there we are, about 25 minutes in. A lot of that liquid has absorbed. I'm going to test one of the pasta noodles. They look done. Just want to see how done it is. Boy, those are big. They cook up. Noodles are done. Flavor-wise, I'm going to season it up with a little more garlic powder. And a little more salt. And then I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to turn it down on really low. I'm going to stir this up and just cook a little bit more of that liquid off, but that's about ready to go. You could add some Parmesan here as well. Shall we do that, Mrs. Cheap?
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll do it. So there we are. Yeah, it looks a little goulashy, doesn't it? It smells great. It's heavy on the beef that I like, and plenty for leftovers. We had a leftover mini hoagie roll too, so I made just a little garlic bread to go with it. Let's give it a shot. I gotta get my spoon. And I will salt and pepper to taste after I try it. Really beefy. which is a good thing. Get a little bit of everything. Very hot. Very hot. It's still steaming. That is very good. And I don't think it needs any more seasoning. Excellent. It has a little bit of the taste of my all-in-one, which I love because it's tomatoes and onions and salt and pepper. Pasta is in. You could stretch this out. You could obviously use twice as much pasta, stretch it out, feed the whole family. I love it like this. Great leftovers, and it was made with leftover stuff, and we got garlic bread too. We're ready to eat. Thanks for watching John Eats Cheap. Follow us on TikTok too, also Facebook and Instagram. Give us a thumbs up, a like, and a share. Thanks for watching.